Don't matter what they say.
She still going. Say, hey, bro.
He has represented Trinidad every single step of the way in his career.
We the truth.
From then till now.
My side chick, my main chick.
From 2012 till now. Trinidad flags all the way. We got Trinidad James on the line. What, my brother?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Trinidad? What's going on, 96? What's up? Thank you for the love. Thank you for the opportunity.
All the time. You would be surprised, boy. I was telling a good friend of mine on Saturday. I was like, hey, boy, I think I might be interviewing Trinidad James next week because we was talking about the whole situation. I was like, yeah, he said, Miami Carnival. About an hour later, he sent me a picture from a fet. He said, I think they're showing Trinidad James here, you know. And he was standing up in front of him with a big, tall gold hat. I was like, yeah, that's him. Yeah. I said, that's him.
That's just me.
Yeah, I saw you two moving with Problem Child as well. I'm a virgin, yeah.
Yeah. Showing love, man.
How the carnival
sure,
was?
Definitely.
Enjoy yourself?
It was beautiful, man. You know, it was, first carnival in a couple of years. So, everybody was outside.
Yeah.
Everybody was outside. And it was just beautiful to see all the different islands coming together, just showing love, man. Peace and love, man.
I think the last time I actually saw you in the flesh was Trinidad Carnival some years ago. You and my partner, Jillionaire. Shout out to Chris.
Yeah. I was with Chris the other night.
Oh, for real? Yeah. Big up Chris. Me and him actually grew up together, yeah.
Wow.
Moving forward, but we know that you have your new sneaker line coming out.
Yeah.
And that's where the little bit of the controversy kind of started and whatever. The miscommunication, where you said that the national flower was the hibiscus and it's not that, it's the Chaconia. And I was like, hold up, wait. Because, I seen where the social media outrage was going to start now. So I was like, hey guys, hold up. If there's one person that I know holds the Trinidad in high esteem, who reps for Trinidad every single step of the way in his career, who shouts out and not just use us as a kind of stepping stone to say, well, I come from here, but I make it big. No, he's not that person. Let us give him a chance to explain himself. And in less than an hour's time, you came on IG, you came on Twitter, and you explained yourself. Touch on what happened there.
Yeah, so the words never came out of my mouth because I would never say that. And to be completely honest, the Chaconia has nothing to do with my sneaker at all. The person who did that particular company that did that write-up is an American Yankee company.
Okay.
They're very big in the States, but in Trinidad, nobody cares, nobody knows. So the Yankee who did that particular write-up, we were just moving too fast, and I have a lot of things on my plate, and I made the mistake of not proofreading that particular post before I posted it because we were behind on time. So after the fact of it had already been up for almost a day's time, and the next day was when everybody because these people started really liking the shoe, and so then the people started paying attention to what the words were saying, and then that's when people in Trinidad started brought it to my attention that there was a couple errors on that write-up. And so we took it down and got the company to fix it. And I addressed it because I own my company. And like I said in my video, I'm a big man. Yeah. If we make a mistake, we handle it because it wasn't done on purpose. But the Chaconia has nothing to do with my sneaker. My sneaker has to do with the two hibiscus flowers that grows in Trinidad. The Roselle hibiscus, which you can make sorrel from. Most people in Trinidad use the sorrel plant to make sorrel. But my brand it's called Hommework for a reason.
Homework, yeah.
It's a curriculum. Yeah, it's a curriculum-based brand, and everything is a lesson. So the Roselle hibiscus that you also can make sorrel from, and people do make sorrel from it. I wanted to use that one as the color for the shoe. And then my business partner, who is also a Trinidadian, who grew up in California, we both love the tropical hibiscus. And that is the one that we put behind the tongue because my partner, Anton, who owned a jewelry shop in town.
Anton,
in Port Augusta. Yeah, I buy a lot of jewelry from him with the hibiscus from my mother, for myself.
Oh, okay.
And they always use the tropical hibiscus because the Roselle hibiscus is not that pretty of a flower. It's very dried up. It don't look that good. That's why I use the color from the Roselle hibiscus, and then we use the tropical hibiscus for the back of the tongue because it's a more beautiful flower.
Yeah.
Anton's Gold Rush, as the only person I deal with.
I knew it was going to be, or it was a miscommunication of course, when you're at that level that you have external companies doing your social media work because it's tough to do all these things at the same time. And there was some mix-up somewhere. And I was like, I don't believe that he did this to paint us in any negative light, because that happened right before this. Is that we were trending for all the wrong reasons, and this came right. I was like, yo, this man is not that. He will never and has never painted us in any sort of negative light, and give him a chance to explain himself. And right after, you did just that. You explained yourself.
Yeah, because I'm not scared. I'm not scared of, first of all, owning up to my mistakes. Yeah. And like I said in my video, I appreciate Trinidad for bringing it to my attention, because I don't want to put the wrong information out there for the Yankees, because the whole point of my brand with Hommework is that it's a curriculum-based brand. So we pick up muse every season to base the pieces off of for the clothing brand. And so for this first season that comes out next month, November 24th and 26th, we picked Janelle Commissiong. And to anybody listening to this interview, if you're wondering to yourself...
Wait. So you got the queen. You collaborated with the queen.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
This is news.
Our first, the pieces, and people will see the pictures and they will see the interview. We did a whole interview with her and a write-up and everything. All the pieces are based off of Janelle, Miss Commissiong.
Yeah.
Because, here in America, people don't know that the first Black Miss Universe was from Trinidad in 1977.
Correct.
So that is the type of homework that we need to be putting out there to the young Black women who are IG models. If you want to be an IG model, that is totally fine. But you should know the history of where you're coming from, and you should know that the first Black Miss Universe was from Trinidad. So if you're a Black IG model in Trinidad and you're listening to this interview, or your mother, your father listening to this interview right now, these are the type of things that you should just know, because it helps you to do your homework and do your research so that you could do your current work even better for the future. You know what I'm saying? So that is what our brand is based about, and like I said, mistakes happen because we're human. And if the shit for me, the worst thing would have been if I had been working on this project since last year and actually thinking in my mind that the hibiscus was the national flower. But the Chiconia had nothing to do, or the national flower had nothing to do with this particular sneaker. The sorrel is my favorite drink, and the tropical hibiscus is me and my, and the hibiscus is me and my business partner, is our favorite flower because it's so beautiful.
Let me ask you this. Do you know of any Trinidadians outside of yourself that ever had a sneaker to this level?
No, I'm the first.
You're the first. I thought so as much. I was thinking about it as
because Nikki almost had a Jordan, but the Jordan did not come out.
Okay. So you're the first to do this. And I was telling people this, I was like, you'll understand the pride that I would feel going into a store and seeing a sneaker on a shelf designed by a Trinidadian, that I picking this up and said, hey, this represents my homeland. This is me. You understand? I say, y'all are focusing on the wrong thing here. Y'all are focusing on the wrong thing. Look forward. All right. Yes, a mistake was made. Let's go past this now. If you could walk in to a sneaker store in the States, you see it like, hey, this is something big for us. This is something for us to hold on to and take this and move forward. You understand? But I'm glad that we get to clear this up. Next question. The Maxi Taxi ones, what's happening with those? We need those.
So, of course. So, I mean, it's going to be 4 colors. The first one is the red.
Right.
And that one is the hibiscus, the Maxi Taxi blue. The yellow is going to be, the yellow takes it back to first primary. When I was in school, I used to have a yellow lunchbox.
Yeah.
So there's a lunchbox behind that one. And then the black, which will be next year, have a steel pan behind it, because my cousin Renee, she plays steel pan, and steel pan is one of my favorite instruments, which is very heavy in Trinidad. So steel pan, we boss. So, all the shoes and this entire first collection is dedicated to Trinidad, which, as you know, what you were saying with All Gold Everything and A Female's Welcome, when I first started in this business, everything I do is to shine light on Trinidad.
Facts.
Where I was born. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I stand for. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody has what they want to focus on, but I know what I'm focused on, and I appreciate people like yourself who, focusing on the right things.
Yeah. We're touching base with Trinidad James right now, for those of you just joining us. And if you don't know, before he was a quote-unquote famous rap artist, he was a designer, he was a stylist, he's done it all. So he's not just doing this thing Vikey. He has been in the culture for a while. If you look at Complex, he hosts a show, a sneaker show. You understand? His opinion matters when it comes to the sneaker culture when it comes to fashion. So it's not that it's but who's this man doing this thing, boy? No. Trinidad James knows exactly what he's talking about. He has been doing this for a while. Understand? And you could tell by the nature of the sneakers that he's about to drop that there was thought put into this. It wasn't just, I just feel to get up and make a sneaker, see if I get some money. Yes, no. There is representation. There is collaboration. Yeah, you dig?
Yes.
So, and we're moving forward. I would like, though, and just spitball here, if we could, when after the COVID thing, dying whatever, and you come through and we could have a launch here, so we could see the thing now and touch it. You know?
Nah, for sure. So, once everything with the COVID situation calmed down, because it's just real crazy. Both places, here in the States and in Trinidad, but just Trinidad is a smaller island. Yeah. The borders have opened back up, but there's restrictions. It's just so it's a little bit too much restriction for me right now. I fella like myself, I can't deal with that type of restriction, and I respect the government and what the police and them have going on over there. So I'd rather wait till everybody is more on a more friendlier vibe and a little bit more lenient, and then I definitely, if it's not this season, definitely we come into Trinidad to do a pop-up so people could, be able to purchase, be able to understand the assignment of what we're doing, and get to know more about every different muse that we choose.
Retail price
$100. Keeping it very affordable. $100 USD.
And your brand Hommework is a collab with Saucony, is it?
Yeah, so I did the collab with Saucony with my brand Hommework, which will be a new brand also that's come out next month also. So they're both coming out at the same time, clothes and shoes.
Okay, understood. And again, the Sorrel Reds coming out first. I hope to get my hands on the Maxi Taxi ones when they do come out.
Of course.
Hopefully, so I hope to get the link to that so I could send my money and buy that. I need those. I have a kit for that blue already. You dig? Hey, Trinidad James, it was so nice talking to you, my brother, to clear up any misunderstanding, and I wish you nothing but the best, full success in your launch in this endeavor here, you dig? And I hope that, next year, please God, when you do touch down in Trinidad, that we could touch base and we could get our hands, see the pop-up, and to see what's the rollout of this whole thing, because I am excited. I was like, this matters. This is real. This is something that we need to get behind on all Trinidadians and show James that support.
No, I definitely appreciate it. And to everybody in Trinidad, like I said, once again, I thank you for keeping me on my toes and making sure that we do it all the way right.
You know how we
is. Of course. That type of thing don't ruffle my feathers, partner. You know what I'm saying? As a big lion. So that type of thing don't bother me at all. It's all good. It's all love. And when the time is right, I'll definitely be in Trinidad and, just making sure that the youths realize that they don't have to be a musician to make it out of Trinidad. They don't have to be a cricket player, a football player, or make it to the Olympics. They could be whatever, because Trinidad is more than just a tourist attraction. We are very talented people, and I just want to keep showcasing that the best way that I can, okay?
Before you go, any words for aspiring, because we have some customizers here, but we don't necessarily see any designers. Any words for advice for upcoming sneaker designers who want to get into the culture?
Right. So for any young designers that are sneakers designers per se, I would say that to make sure that you have to know your intention. I waited 9 years to design those sneakers.
Okay.
I could have tried to design sneakers a bunch of times, but I literally waited till it actually made sense and I had a real intention. When you have true intention, you design from a better mindset compared to just trying to make something that's hype or trying to make something that can make you money. When you're coming from it from that standpoint, you make it very hard on yourself, because if it don't work the first time, then you feel like you're done or you're defeated. But if you do it with a different intention and you figure out why you're doing it, then you have a bigger cause and more reasons to do it.
Facts. Thanks, my brother. Full respect again. All the best in this upcoming launch. And I hope to get my hands on the Maxi Taxi ones. That's Trinidad James. He was passing through. Cleared up
Love and respect.
Manners all the time.
Boom.
Yeah? We'll be right back after this.